Chapter 6. The Heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology, not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout. By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, this could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread, even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in one day, and they each had their assignments.
Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're going to talk to Roxy, cordially. Without her in fits, this whole thing could go bust. Me, Cordial, is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new...
vaguely at Rollo's sizable figure.
Circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. When she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff then Iggy. How are you gonna persuade them? I'll think of something.
Each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Enlist the help of Jeff. Enlist the help of Iggy and Tish. Okay. Again, Tish, where would you be? There we go. Hi! Hey Jeff, what can I do for you? I know how much you hate Perennial Harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean... Oh, sorry. I need to keep an eye on my time. I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're breaking into the headquarters and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
Yeah, see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll help?
Joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide in an event in you rascals.
Into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Crooked. Crooked. God, they're all crooks. Like cockroaches, stamp one out, another one comes scurrying along to take its place. Buck.
Luca wasn't ready to give up. He shouted out again.
Right. Shit. Yeah, it's all shit. I still ain't helping. Ain't that some shit? Right. Fight. Fight. I've done enough fighting for one lifetime, more than my share of losing. Time's come to hang up the glove. Hide. No, he loves junk.
Perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide then.
Sensing some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
A bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not
Jeff's
afraid.
scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff and all they do. They all do, but you'll never hear him say I hid from nothing.
Good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise? I've got just the thing. While we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gob should cover it. Put it on my tab.
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Yes. Cool. These two. I think my controller has a mind of its own, because I did not do that. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, are you here to try and tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
Raised an eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Again, I know we're both being giant bags of shit to each other.
Iggy gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. But lately, life has been kinda strange. Strange, you know?
Considered the point.
Things have been weird around here. So I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we break our hostilities, at least for now? We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
Grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn. I'm impressed. And after all this is done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse
Iggy
sometime.
glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
Nod, Luca was off.
That was easy. Did you hear that, Tish?
He gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A
yup.
single tear ran down Tish's cheek.
I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. Yup.
Chapter 7. Into the Hive. A good heist requires preparation. And thorough preparation takes time. Something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help. He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention. Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach Perennial Harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence. Rollo took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
Just take calm, Rollo. You can do this. His mustache. Got your delivery here. Delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. Oh, I love the look, Rollo. I'm so sorry, but there's no delivery scheduled for this morning. Right.
I had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept
Rollo
secret.
sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. I suppose we can leave this one off the records? Yes! Our harvest awaits and
Stroke of
such.
his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about. Yeah, this is a need to know kind of thing. Well, I'll just check.
And flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. I don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? I'm... Our harvest awaits, sir. That's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Shit. Our harvest awaits. Yep. Suck on this perennial ham fist. What was that?
Distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to do.
Fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay. Ha ha ha. Phew. That was close. Yay! Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure, when in doubt, stick with the classics. Well, that was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice work, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yep, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case you need some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. Locate the founder's office. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. Oh, this is gonna be a maze, isn't it? Oh. Solomon?
Stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you okay?
A bit of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I'm most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and locked me up, and when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, stick with me. We've got a plan.
Side briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Beck are headed to deep engineering. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. We can't leave just yet, but they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder, why are you looking for him? I'm not, I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way. No.
Above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. I'm pretty lucky that I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
Solomon
Locked.
leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems like some sort of electric lock. I don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like that.
Smiled and looked at his watch.
Let's just wait a minute. Yes! Yes, Elsa! I know that's not your name. I don't know what sort of funny business you're up to, but I like it.
And a quick hat tip and ambled off with a
Whistle. Sorry, I always do that. Howdy! Good afternoon.
The light on the keypad changed from red to green.
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Good timing, we're stuck at a locked door marked 24601. We need you to get us through. If someone catches us, we should get out of here. I'm not leaving my friend Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rolo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
His jaw clenched into a half smile.
Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your
Luca
luck.
quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rolo, I think we should do it. Bingo bango, doors open. Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down here? You have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door's marked 13806.
Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca, must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
Screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806. Go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands. My apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up. I know you're just trying to help. Oh man, no water cups. Rolo! Rolo, are you okay? Rolo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms. They're
With
trapped.
self-satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Well, shit. Rolo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us. Nope. Yes! Make a break for it! Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there. After them! Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them in a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolo, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say, we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Mom! Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy I finally used the Young Chemist lab kit. You sure have a knack for making me incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who's your adult friend? Oh, I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
To examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with Tempest liquamine exposure. Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Mum, what the hell's going on at this place? I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. It pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It works wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The full harvest. Perennial harvest came in to clean up the mess, to succeed where Valentine failed, but Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You think of it as a manifestation of change itself, is volatile by its very nature. So the more you try to force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists. Yeah, I can relate to that. My role was to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott, harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just to imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent we achieve our successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
He sighed.
You know how much I love a good puzzle. I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them, and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Man, those clothes were all hand-me-downs anyway. It sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet, and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. That's why we got to get you out of here. Now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation, allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we've got to hightail it. Luca, we got Dr. Modwell heading your way now. Roger that, be careful. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? Go everything when they get here. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Muttered inaudibly.
I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't smother you right now. Don't be silly. You're no bother. Oh, I shouldn't bother you right. Don't be silly. You're no bother at all. Let's see what this bad boy has on it. Security system, time catalogs, payroll. You know, for being so evil, this guy sure is boring.
Once again muttered under his breath.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca tugged on each of the cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. You must have been in here recently. It's right there! I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're gonna get you out of this, I
With
promise.
a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's face. They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Look it, look it, look it! Looked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Yep. Rollo, before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. I just think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no! Hush now, child, the adults are speaking. Dr. Modwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, powerful and enigmatic founder. Sharper, the following progenitor who Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town. Perennial harvest, Valentine fertilizer, all connected by a single thread. Yours truly. But that's
searched the floor in thought. Solomon watched eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
yes, now you've got it. Tempest Liquimine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Clapped with genuine delight.
Very good, Dr. Modwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my taste. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work. Which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial, please.
Presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a
He took the
taste.
vial mockingly.
Seize him! Luca! Over here! Move another inch and I smash it.
Tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or if you're lucky, nothing happens. Then what? We capture you and grant you much less
He
leniency.
pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You're a smart girl, Beck. But there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. Both know there's only one way this ends.
To Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
No. Don't! That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
Apprehension, Beck conceded.
Unless that's
Solomon
not the right
pocketed
one.
the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you have allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance
Blood
review.
drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. I think all this was thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ha, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly. Dr. Walt Van Horn, your father was always a thorn in my side. Offered him an opportunity to be part of something great. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my
Solomon shook
work.
his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Walt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
Applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. You three keep post outside the door. Well, crap. Oh, okay. I can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost. No, I
Nellie
don't
was
think
staring
so.
at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Hey, I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know, it's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Well, time seems less of an issue for him now. Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. I poked around a bit, hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short. So he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Look, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab. The stolen keycard. There was an accident. She had been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempest liquimine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realised that no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work, and it cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where's she been? Where's she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hull. Chapter 8.
Oh.
Comeuppance. Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Come on. Hey, Gran. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We are here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Luca's Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they? Gran, there's no time to explain. We have to go now. Come on, everyone, we've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Thankfully, we could dispense with the formalities from here on
Solomon
out.
pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We gotta
In
stop
one
him.
smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No! Well, I guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. What happened? Did it get switched?
Beck elbowed Luca. Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
He might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little... junk? Change?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like, pocket change? You're unlucky penny. Yeah, plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Now we observe. You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Look at his little legs! Holy crap! He's a baby? Yeah, but he's still sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. Oh, this is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Awkwardly cradled the squirming child. She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we do what the Valentines always do? What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father. Young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank you.
She looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
Okay everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue. Beacon Pine's coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Yay! Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. You can swing by? Be there in a minute. Check in with Rollo at the treehouse. Can I go in?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom. And now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
I'm ready to go now. You go on without me. I'll meet you there. I've got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing, but now I enjoy it. Can't stop seeing her as Gran. Hey, I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity, 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we've got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Ilona's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it helps me get into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. I don't just mean grown, literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before he even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this because it will go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know.
For a town that saw a few visitors, the welcome was perhaps more grand than necessary.
Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. I'm so grateful to Ilona and Nellie for letting me help. Just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's
When
next?
the perennial harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. Never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now, this right here. This is something I could be proud of. Yay! Oh wait, let's go to the treehouse. No, I want to go talk to everybody. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It's actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned that the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Okay. Hey. Luca, get this. I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, and honest to goodness, flip-flopping, swim-swimming fish. I don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. It's been at least 7 years since I've caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? Or release it back into the pond? I was hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Let's see what else we've got here. No, I've done everything.
Luca gently baited a feather
No, I
onto the
didn't.
hook. Good for skimming the surface.
I didn't want to do that. Okay. Never mind. A little higher. Yep. A little lower. Yep. A little higher. Yep. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic until we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yep. They'll be fine, right? They'll be fine. We really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better. We have to loosen our grip a bit. So, you're right. Lead the way. Check in with Beck at her house. Cool. Who needs the bridge when you could just walk across the puddle? Okay. Beck. Oh my god, there's a little baby. Young Mr. Van Horn. He looks so unhappy. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. Spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmolded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time round. That is the objective, yes, but really all I could do is try and hope. Two activities I am endeavouring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job. And the whole town is ready to help out however we can. I can't wait to teach him to throw a baseball.
Did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. So her baby is her dad, or her dad is now her baby. He looked at his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. It's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Oops. Oh man. Mr. Noncreed. I'm gonna see my dad in a bit. Do you want to come with? Even after everything I did, still...
Creed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Bunnies!
With perennial harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come on, come on. No one is too big, no one is too small. For Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy. For the ride of your life. Who's next? Me. Beck. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You're officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. It sounds an awful like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. You're gonna be stuck with me for this foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Okay. My mum's prepared this tree especially for you. They didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pinched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of Old Beacon Pines and thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. When you're ready, take Jeff's wild ride to Old Beacon Pines. It did. Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynastis Titius. And that's good. It's great. Haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. Cool. Okay. You've got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, the ride's on the house. You're going to want to hang on tight to that little tree.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending. I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. Good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. Pat always says the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. I feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, here I am. I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. Just one thing missing now that you're a part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh God. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. Got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mum, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid that you're gonna forget him? Forget what he looked like, forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favourite people planted it. You and Rollo. I'll give you two a moment. Hey Dad, Dr. Modwell says that over the next few years this place should warm up again, so you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in, big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you, you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood up for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Yes, we did it! We did it! Okay. Oh! This was such a good game. I say that about every game I play, don't I? I really enjoyed that. That was so good. I loved how just funny it was. It was so funny. Like, Rollo is hilarious. I love him so much. I liked how you could go back and change different branches and like change what happened and stuff. I felt like that went on a bit long though. I was starting to get a bit like, okay, when's this gonna end though? But no, I did enjoy it. I didn't see the twist about Solomon coming. I didn't really pay him much mind actually, because I'd only seen him a couple times before the big reveal. So I love Dawn. Like, I wanted more Dawn. She's so cute in her squeaky little voice. I love the town of Beacon Pines. I would have liked to be able to like go into more of the buildings and explore a bit more. I would have liked that. So yeah, overall I really love this game. So I would recommend it. So it's on the Nintendo Switch. I'm not sure if it's available on anything else. I don't think so, but I'll put the price of it somewhere around here. But yeah, it's a really cute little mystery game. Thank you for watching if you did. Take care. Bye.